Ooh-wee. Y'all. Oh, y'all still there? I'll be right back. All right, so we're gonna get started mixing our fats first. I have a full block of cream cheese, room temperature. You can see it's falling apart a little bit, but that's okay. I'm gonna use my spatula to get all the parts and pieces off the wrapper. You know, ingredients cost too much to be leaving stuff behind. Okay. I have 3 sticks of salted butter, room temperature. And the extra butter that I have here on the pack, I'm actually going to use to grease or help to grease my tube pan. I have 3 cups of sugar, but before I add in the sugar, I am going to put in my flavorings and extracts. I have a teaspoon of Cream Bouquet that we'll be using. I'm running low, but make sure to shake up first. And I'm just eyeballing at this point. I've done this so many times, I really don't need a measuring spoon. I have pure vanilla extract. We all know that vanilla extract is my favorite, so we're gonna be a little heavy-handed on this. And that was at least a tablespoon. I have pure lemon extract. So maybe about a teaspoon of that. Almond extract. There's not much in this bottle, so I'm gonna pour what's left in the bottle. That was about a teaspoon. And I'm going to use some strawberry extract. Just a few squirts of that. Probably about 2 teaspoons of that. Now I'm going to allow the extracts, the butter, and the cream cheese to mix for about 30 seconds, and then I'm going to slowly add in my sugar. Okay, I'm gonna stop and just very quickly scrape down the side of the bowl. Scraping down the side of the bowl is something that you should do frequently throughout this process to make sure that all of your ingredients are well incorporated. Nothing is left on the side of the bowl. And before I get the sugar, I'm going to preheat my oven to 315 degrees Fahrenheit. So now we're gonna add in the sugar slowly. So we'll start off with about 1 cup first. And we'll let that mix. I'm adding in my 2nd cup of sugar. And my 3rd cup of sugar. And we will mix this until it is light and fluffy, stopping frequently throughout the process to scrape down the side of your bowl. Now, this creaming process will probably take anywhere from 7 to 10 minutes, depending on your mixer. So just make sure that you watch it, and I will show you what light and fluffy looks like at the end. We're gonna stop. scrape down the side of the bowl. You can already begin to see the mixture changing texture and color. We are about halfway there, but not quite there. I can still hear the sugar in the mixing bowl, and honestly, you want to mix until you don't hear any of the sugar. I've been mixing now for about 2 or 3 minutes, and now I'm going to continue to mix. This, everybody, is what light and fluffy looks like, okay? So this is the consistency that you want for your butter, sugar, and cream cheese. And now I have 6 large eggs that are also room temperature. I've already cracked them, and we're gonna add them in one at a time. And you don't want to over mix at this process. You only want to mix until you see the yolk has disappeared. Here are my 6 large eggs. And you also want to make sure to crack in a separate bowl because we don't want to get any shells in our batter. And now I'm going to mix at a medium speed. So I was creaming my butter and sugar on a 12. I will mix the yolk in probably at about a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Okay, the yolk has disappeared, so let's add in our second egg. Third egg. Fourth egg. Fifth egg. Y huevo número 6. Sixth egg. Okay, the yolk has disappeared. I'm gonna stop. And you all know the drill. Say it all together with me. Scrape down the side of your bowl. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna scrape down the side of the bowl. All right. So I have my 3 cups of flour. Let me talk to you all about this flour. I did not have enough of my Swan's Down cake flour, so this is all-purpose flour with a teaspoon of baking powder. I sifted this twice. So I haven't baked with all-purpose flour in a periodically time, so I just prefer to bake with cake flour. But if you sift the all-purpose flour, it should be okay. So we're gonna start off with a cup, approximately a cup of flour, and we're gonna mix low and slow. Once again, part of the process that we do not want to over mix, and we do not want the flour to fly everywhere. Again, this is 3 cups of all-purpose flour, sifted twice with a teaspoon of baking powder. So you see how slowly I'm doing that? That keeps your flour from flying everywhere. I'm gonna speed it up just a little bit. That's a 3. I'm gonna stop. Of course, scrape down the side of the bowl. And we're gonna add in our second cup of flour. Start off on a low, very low, my lowest speed, which is a 1, so that the flour doesn't fly everywhere. And then I'm gonna gradually speed up to a 3. Okay, gonna stop. And of course, we know, scrape down the side of the bowl. And if you're using milk in a recipe as opposed to cream cheese or whatever other liquid you're using, this would be the time that you alternate your wet and dry. So you always want to start with dry and end with dry, but because I'm baking with cream cheese, I don't have any liquid at this point in time. So I'm gonna add in the rest of my flour. Starting on my 1. Gradually increase to a 3. And you all know me. If you've watched any of my videos before, I'm going to mix the rest by hand so that I don't overmix the batter. Now would also be a good time to taste your batter. If there are any additional extracts that you want to add in, this will be a perfect time to do that while you're mixing your batter by hand. And along with mixing my batter by hand, I have strawberries that I'm going to fold in, a cup of fresh strawberries. I tasted my batter and I honestly want to add a little bit more vanilla and a little bit more strawberry. Strawberry extract. Vanilla. Like I said, I'm just eyeballing. You really just add in the extracts to your liking and your taste preference. And you know what? Let's add in a little more lemon. It's missing that zing of the citrus component. So I'm gonna add in a little more lemon as well. Okay. Approximately a teaspoon. Get down the bottom of that bowl here. This is a very thick and fluffy batter. So, you know, y'all look at that consistency. Look how thick that is. So it's not really gonna be a pourable consistency. You're gonna have to scoop it into the tube pan. So I'm gonna put this off to the side so that you can look at my strawberries. So shout out to my coworker Sherry. She goes to the farmer's market and she brought me back like half a gallon of fresh strawberries. You can see where I have sifted it and the juice has drained to the bottom because I macerated these strawberries. Of course, I cleaned them in a little cool water and some baking soda and then macerated them. I put sugar, lemon juice, some vanilla extract, and just let them sit. And they were delicious without the additives, but just to add an extra sweetening component because I'm gonna take the remainder of the strawberries and make a dump cake. If you have not seen my strawberry dump cake video, very popular video on my channel, so I'll put the link in the description box so that you can see that. So this is a cup of fresh strawberries that have been macerated and that have been also drained, and I'm going to fold these strawberries into my batter. Because I certainly don't want all that juice in my batter. So let's start with about half a cup there. And I don't want to mess with them too much because I don't want them to break, but if they do, it's okay. Just folding them. I'm not stirring, I'm folding. Okay, let's take my second half cup and we're going to fold. I've also done a strawberry cake, not a pound cake, but I took the strawberries, fresh strawberries, didn't add any sugar or anything, cooked them down to get the additional water out, and then created this lovely puree. And then when the puree baked in the cake, oh my gosh, the flavors that bursted out from those fresh strawberries in the cake was amazing, and the color that it produced was also amazing. Okay, so the strawberries have been folded into the batter. This is the first time I've ever done a strawberry cake like this. My last video I did the same thing with blueberries, so I'm hoping that I have the same excellent outcome that I did with the blueberries. Okay, so let's get the tube pan. I did take the extra butter and put it on the inside. Now that butter certainly didn't yield all of this glisten and shine in the tube pan. I used my Pam baking spray and thoroughly coated the inside of my pan. I also have a 1/4 cup of sugar that I'm going to put on the inside of the cake. Me doing that with the fresh blueberry pound cake that I made was amazing. So I want to create the same texture profile that I had in the last cake. So I'm going to start off by putting some on the bottom. Gently add it to the tube. Okay, and sides, just pour it in like that now. Okay, and I'm not gonna add any flour to the pan because the sugar will do what it needs to do, and of course I have thoroughly sprayed the pan, so we should have a pretty easy release. All right, so we're gonna gently dollop the cake into our tube pan. We'll kind of pour it here. This smells amazing. Okay, so I have a pretty clean pan there. Of course, we're gonna get the extra batter off. And I'm going to now make my cake as even as possible on top. Okay, I'm gonna clean up my edges here, and we're going to bake the cake at 315 degrees Fahrenheit for an hour and a half, and we'll know when the cake is done when I can pull a toothpick or fork or knife, whatever it is that you're using, a skewer, whenever it comes out clean and there are no crumbs clinging to whatever it is that you put into the cake. If it comes out clean, you know that your cake is completely done. I'm excited, I'm excited, I'm excited. Okay, I'll pull out the cake and show you when she's all finished. Oh, I forgot to sure to shake out those air bubbles. Now she's ready to go in the oven. Here's the finished cake. And you can see where I stuck my fork in and it did come out clean. It baked exactly 90 minutes because I did set a timer. OMG, it smells amazing. We got incredible rise on that cake. We're gonna let the cake cool in the tube pan for about 10 or 15 minutes, and then we will be ready to flip onto the cake plate. So of course, now we're going to make a glaze. And I have my powdered sugar, and we'll do about 2 cups of that. And I have my measuring cup here so that we can clearly see where the 2 cups are. 2 cups exactly. Now this is going to be a very simple glaze. That juice that I had strained from the strawberries, I'm gonna use this to mix into the powdered sugar, so we'll have us a strawberry glaze. And I have some vanilla sweet cream from a particular coffee shop that I like to go to, and in my mind, I just kind of feel like that's gonna be a great mixture in my mind. So we're gonna add in strawberry juice, some vanilla sweet cream, and we're going to stir. And I don't think I'm gonna add any extracts to this because the strawberry juice, like I said before, when I macerated the strawberries, I put vanilla extract, I put a little bit of lemon juice and sugar into the strawberries. So I'm gonna add the rest of that and a little more vanilla sweet cream. There we go. Making some traction now. And we're just gonna have us a simple strawberry vanilla, I guess I would call this a vanilla sweet cream strawberry glaze. And we want to mix this until it's nice and smooth. And of course, I'm doing this while the cake cools. And I'm hoping the fresh strawberries, the flavor of the fresh strawberries will really shine in this glaze. Okay, we're almost there. I might add just a little more sweet cream. Just a little more. There we go. Oh, and you can see, I don't know if you can see like the speckles of strawberries, like there's one right there. Can y'all see the little pieces of strawberries in there? Like I said, no extra flavorings or extracts added, just the leftover juice from where I strained my strawberries and some vanilla sweet cream that I get in my cold brews. Okay, so I'm gonna cover this up and put this off to the side, and when the cake has completely cooled, we'll be ready to glaze. So let's go ahead and get our cake flipped out. Ah, that's the sound we want to hear. Y'all, look! Let me zoom out a little bit. Y'all, look! Those fresh strawberries. Y'all really can't see how tall it is just yet, but look at the height on that. Oh, and it smells amazing. It is still very, very hot, but I didn't want it to sit in the tube pen for too long. So I'm going to let this completely cool because I want the glaze to really adhere and stick to the cake. I want a luscious, creamy glaze. And so we're gonna let this cool completely. Can y'all see the sugar on the edge? Y'all, I think this is going to be absolutely amazing. Okay, we'll be right back. My cake has completely cooled and you all saw me make the glaze. Let's go ahead and get this cake glazed up. My favorite part, making a mess. My favorite part of the process is glazing the cake. And again, this is vanilla sweet cream and strawberry glaze, and it's from the juice fresh strawberries or freshly macerated strawberries. Oh, that's pretty. And I like my glaze this consistency because it just gives you such a nice coating. And the process of making icing, you don't have to do, glazes are so simple, they're so easy, and they're so quick. Okay, this last little bit, I'm gonna take my spatula and put the rest of it in the hole. And do I wanna put some strawberries on top? I'm not quite sure. Let me think about it and then we'll be ready to cut the cake. All right, so if you notice the camera quality and the angle has changed, it's because I'm recording from my phone. I don't know what's going on with my camera. I'm gonna have to take some time to deal with that, but here is what the cake looks like, all glazed, and we're gonna cut and taste the cake, okay? Y'all get a good look at that there. All right, so let's get ready to cut the cake. Get some strawberries. I think I see a strawberry right here, so we will cut there. And there. Okay, and there's our cake. You can see the pieces of strawberries in it. Okay, and I'm gonna put this off to the side. And that's what the inside of the cake looks like. And you can see the fresh strawberries there. All right, let's get prepared to taste the cake. That's my slice. Fresh strawberries on top. At the top of the cake, nice crust on the edge. Let's see. Yeah, you can hear that nice crust. All right, so let's get prepared to taste the cake. So of course, I wanna show you what the cake looks like from this vantage point. Look how tall that cake is, oh my goodness. So pretty, and of course, we're gonna get a cute little thumbnail real quick. Okay, so I am ready to taste the cake. Lord, bless this cake I'm about to receive in your name, Christ Jesus, amen. And I want to start with this back part here where the crust and the strawberries. So if you look here, I have a little bit of the strawberry crust and glaze. Ooh, wee! Y'all, oh my gosh. Oh, y'all still there? I'll be right back. I wanted to show you all, look at the pieces of the strawberry in there. It's so good. I'm not gonna eat any more on camera. We're gonna go ahead and close out the video here. Okay, like I said, we're gonna go ahead and close out the video. Thank you so much for spending just a little bit of your time with me here today. Again, my name is Ashley Richardson, and that's Miss Richardson to you if you are a student watching. And if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please consider doing that, especially if you just keep coming back over to the channel to watch the content. Go ahead and make the commitment and subscribe to the channel. Also, please consider dropping me a comment or sharing the video, as it does push me through the algorithm. It would be greatly appreciated. Also, let me know in the comments what you all want to see next. I've heard, well, not heard, but I've read a couple of comments that have asked me about chocolate cake. I'm not a huge chocolate eater, but I don't know. Just let me know what you want to see next in the video, and we'll see what we can do about making that happen. Thank you so much to those of you who have subscribed to the channel. We have really hit and surpassed our 1,000 subscribers. So thank you so much. And the giveaway, I pinned a comment in the last video. I do not have a winner for the 1,000 subscriber giveaway. Nobody really got the answer correct. There were a few people that got 2 out of 3 and came very close, but no winner. So maybe we'll have another giveaway to come soon. But again, my name is Ashley Richardson, and that's Miss Richardson to you if you are a student watching. And I look forward to seeing you all again in the next video. Bye.